What's up, everyone? It's Wraith with Metal Truthers. It's been a long time, I know. Been busy, life changes and shit. Had a lot of bad shit happen. Fucking whatever. Powered through it. Here I am. So this is a quick video. Me and Brandon tried to do a live episode last night. Apparently the audio quality was just fucking shit. So we had actually covered into a very deep topic though that I want to talk about. So I'm going to throw up this solo video on it, and me and Brandon can kick off later on tonight if he gets everything working. But here's what I'm going to get at. Alright, so as everybody knows, yesterday was a horrible fucking day for every goddamn person in the world because, Chester Bennington committed suicide, abandoning 6 kids because he can't cope with depression, even though the motherfucker's rich, even though he has everything. Because he was molested as a child and he chose to do drugs. See, I was molested. Y'all, most people don't know that about me. I don't put it out there everywhere. Facebook doesn't know all about it. Okay? Let me get something through to y'all. I had drug addictions. I figured out where my drug addictions were coming from. I figured out why I was so angry. You know what I did? I coped. I got past it. I put it in the past and let it stay there, and then I moved forward. Yeah, I'm a little emotionally disconnected from the shit that's happened to me in my life, and yes, I do have issues. But don't we all? I'm depressed every fucking day of my life. It literally, on a daily fucking basis, I wake up and I go, you know what? I don't really think it's gonna matter too much if I kill myself because most of my kids, except for one of them, are too young to remember me. But I don't do that to my children. Why? Because I'm a man, and that's a coward's way out, and that man just scarred 6 of his children for life. But let's martyr the motherfucker. Let's make excuses for how it's okay for him to do it and how he was going through some shit. But whenever somebody in your real life, someone that's there day after day for you, commits suicide, like a family member or a close friend, y'all talk shit about them. Y'all talk about how shouldn't have done it and how it was fucking selfish of them. And all this, that, and the other shit. So don't come at me with this bullshit every time a celebrity commits suicide, how it's so fucking okay for them to have done it, but when people around you do it, you got a fucking problem with it. And those people that did it in your actual life, they're worthless. They don't deserve to be defended by you. But a celebrity who has never met you, has never done a fucking thing for you other than produce a song. You know what? I said this last night and I'll say it again. Y'all looking for some shit that'll touch your heart? Why don't you just Google some of these fucking independent poets that are out there? Why don't you look up some independent bands or a guy on YouTube that's not famous? Because they write some deep ass shit too. They write some shit that'll really get in your head. But nah, because they're not famous and on MTV, y'all don't even look at those motherfuckers. So don't come at me with your fucking high horse talking about, oh, you need to stop talking bad about the guy. Fuck him. If a famous dude with 6 kids that can provide for them every day does not have to worry about whether or not his kids are going to have to starve tomorrow, or whether or not they get that brand new outfit, and they don't get bullied at school because their dad's fucking famous as shit and they have all the brand name stuff? Nah, he had no reason to fucking kill himself. He's a drug addict and he's a pussy. End of story. He was a weak person. Y'all can say speaking ill of the dead. Well, you know what? There's normal people like me and people I know. We struggle with depression every fucking day of our lives. We struggle with suicidal thoughts on a daily fucking basis. We do it without meds. We ain't got people like, shit, I've been back in Memphis again now. I had to move back here. I've been here for 3 months. I've had like 3 friends, maybe 4, fucking talk to me since I've been back. Everybody knows what I'm going through. Everybody knows being separated from my kids is destroying me emotionally. But have I killed myself? Am I gonna give up? Because it's too fucking hard? Am I gonna go start doing drugs again because it's too fucking hard? No. Because that's a bitch way out. So that's my take on that. But still people are talking about this shit. Still all over my Facebook feed. And, while there's a monumental, amount of earthquakes going off at Yellowstone right now, our military just released video footage, finally, and just came out there openly and admitted we have laser-based weapons now, which they've been denying for so many fucking years. And now they've showed us that they're there. They're trying to act like it's brand new. So now we actually have something that does give further credence to the space weapons theory, because a lot of the people that talk about the space weapons have all said they were laser-based weapons. Now, y'all can keep talking about celebrities all day long. See, y'all have a problem with idol worship in this country and all around the world, actually. You motherfuckers are wrapped up in some idol worship. Y'all can't fend for yourselves. You can't come up with your own styles. You can't articulate your own thoughts. You can't write your own music. You can't do a fucking thing because you're too busy wrapped up celebrities' asses trying to emulate them instead of trying to emulate yourself and be who the fuck you really are. You know, I'm not gonna put these messages out to y'all all sugar-coated and shit. I don't feel bad for him. I feel bad for his family. I do feel bad for his fans because of all you brainless motherfuckers are literally torn apart because this guy hung himself. But I guarantee you, like even my closest friends that are all heard about this shit, I could hang myself tomorrow. Not a damn one of you motherfuckers would say, oh yeah, well it was just too much for him. He just couldn't take it anymore, you know? It's just, you know, it's sad, but it is what it is. No, y'all would talk shit. Oh, he's a fucking pussy and he abandoned his kids. He's fucking worthless. He had 4 kids that needed him. See, y'all are hypocrites. But y'all don't want to admit it to yourself. See, the truth is an ugly fucking thing and y'all don't want to hear it. So, here's the reality. You people need to get this through your heads that, you know, it's just y'all's minds are on a different level of fucked up right now. Y'all's priorities are fucked up. And, you know, it just bothers me that you people are such fucking hypocrites about everything, but then y'all want to talk about how holy and just your causes are, you know? But like I even made a post about it earlier. I'm like, I get it. All you motherfuckers are torn up about some guy y'all have never met. See, I was kind of like that when Dimebag Darrell was murdered on stage. Yeah, I got a little torn up about that because the motherfucker inspired me to play guitar and he got murdered on stage. He didn't kill himself. He wasn't a pussy. No, he got murdered on stage by a crazed, delusional fucktard. And I've seen a couple of memes out there where like, you know, and everybody's talking shit about Chester, but like, you know, nobody says anything about Dimebag being dead. Well, because Dimebag was fucking murdered, you stupid shit. He didn't fucking hang himself like a bitch. Okay? Like, that's what I'm getting at. You motherfuckers, like, back in the day, this kind of shit was unheard of. The only time you killed yourself is if you were losing, you fucking dishonored yourself. Or you dishonored your clan. Or you lost a battle in war. That was the only acceptable time for suicide. Any other time than that, no. Nobody would talk good about you. Didn't matter if you were pagan, didn't matter if you were Christian, Muslim, Buddhist. If you killed yourself and it wasn't an honorable suicide, which the only honorable suicide is, of course, like if you disgraced yourself to a certain level, it's kind of basically honor suicide, then it wasn't acceptable. So why the fuck is it acceptable for y'all now? I don't get it. Because I've seen y'all, some of y'all, same motherfuckers, get up there. And y'all have had friends that have killed yourselves. I've watched your Facebook posts. This is what makes me sick. Y'all talk shit about them. And talked about how weak they were. But when a celebrity fucking does it, all of a sudden the rules have changed because celebrities are better than the people that were actually there for you. Celebrities mean so much more to your heart than your mother, your father, your uncle, your sister, your brother, your best friend. Really? This is why I fucking hate most of you. God's honest truth. This is why I fucking hate most of you. This is why I don't like humanity. This is why I don't even know if I can even call myself a pagan anymore. I'm starting to believe I've just become a nihilist altogether. Like, I do not like any of you anymore because this is how y'all act. This is what y'all do. Then I'm on there, you know, fucktard face crook. I'm in a couple of groups. There's a guy that's in there posting this video with this pastor going off about how, you know, gay people are dogs and this, that, and the other. Okay, let me get something over to y'all. Christians that are doing that kind of shit, y'all are the reason your religion is dying. let me explain something to you about how things work. If y'all paid attention to your book, you would know you're not supposed to judge any fucking body. You can try to lead them to Christ all day long if you want, but judgment, not for you. You don't have the power to do that. In fact, you condemn yourself by judging others. So if you're going to continuously run your mouth and talk shit about everybody else, you might want to go read your little book again and understand where you really stand. Because I don't like hypocrites. This is why I'm not a Christian, because I cuss. I have very demented thought process, and I'm generally not a good person. I try to be, but I'm not. I've got a lot of issues. I'll fuck you up before I'll shake your hand if I don't like the way you're looking at me. That's the reality of life. So I chose a religion, in my eyes, that I don't have to feel hypocritical because I can be excessively violent for no reason. Small things turn into big things with me. Just the nature of who I am. Apparently God made me this way, so whatever. But here's the thing I'm trying to get to, y'all. There is real shit going on in the world right now. Real shit. Sure, celebrity offing himself. It's real. You know how that affects you? You really want to know how that affected you? Now you're selfish and you're pissed off because you don't get a new Linkin Park album. That's the only reason you're upset. You don't give a fuck about the man. You don't give a fuck about his family. You give a fuck about the fact that now there won't be another new Linkin Park album next year. You know, you won't get to see Chester Bennington in another Saw movie now. That's what y'all are pissed off about. It has nothing to fucking do with the fact that a celebrity killed himself. It's your own selfish desire to want more out of that man, and he took himself out of the picture before you got your next album, and you feel like you were ripped off. That's the reality of it. You don't want to admit it to yourself because then you would have to admit to yourself that you are a pretty fucked up individual. You know? That's why I don't pretend to care about celebrities who die unless they actually affected me, which Dimebag Darrell actually affected me. I would never have picked up a guitar had I not listened to Dimebag Darrell. Alright? I would never have gotten into metal had I not heard Dimebag Darrell. Okay? So he actually touched me. And I was lucky enough to get to meet them one time in my life. And meeting him is one of the reasons it bothered me so bad when he was killed, because he was genuinely a good fucking person. Not a bad bone in that motherfucker's body, dude. So yeah, Dimebag Darrell dying affected me in a hard way because he actually had an interaction in my life. Chester Bennington, I listened to Linkin Park when they first came out. Yeah, a lot of you people out there that are crying about it, y'all weren't even around when Hybrid Theory was released. Y'all fucking listen to Meteora and shit and think that's Linkin Park. Let me tell you something about Linkin Park. Linkin Park was Hybrid Theory. I bought the album the day it dropped. I don't like Linkin Park anymore. I didn't like them after that album because I felt like they sold out right off the bat. Not my cup of tea, not my style of music. But the reason I'm talking shit about the guy has nothing to do with his shitty music. It has to do with him abandoning 6 children and thinking that's okay. Or you thinking that's okay, basically, you know? Because whenever I've talked about it, because I have these thoughts on a daily basis, and I reach out every now and then, and I'll put them on Facebook just to get them out of my fucking head. And what do? Y'all tell me I'm selfish for thinking about it because of my children. So if I'm selfish, how the fuck is it cool for him? Anyway, I'm going to end this here. I look forward to seeing y'all tonight. Keep it real, keep it metal, and we'll be going over news finally, because I'm done talking about this Chester Bennington bullshit and all this fucking hypocritical crap that's going on all the fucking time. Peace out.